The new plane transporter, provisionally mentioned kind 0010NE, sailed out at about 7:01 m. in Dalian, in the northwest provincial of Liaoning, on to accountable in China country print. The vessel will be the nation's other plane transporter, and the at first to be completely constructed and intended within of China, while it joins the Navy as previous as the end of the year. But expert told Time the new plane transporter will sharply increase China's war force in the Asia area. Its technique was yet obsolete and lagged far over the planet's marine superstate, the joint state. Greater and superior China's other plane transporter will be upgraded compared to its at first, expert told, in a style house greater and more severe to enable it to conduct more than planes. The main style for the new plane transporter is obviously modeled hard on the Liaoning, consisting the sign skid jump tilt at the front line of that plane raise away. But specialist analyze of pictures and Sputnik images of the new China-built ship reveals it has been changed in thin ways, perhaps enabling it to contain up to 8 further plane. By compare, the Liaoning is mined to now conduct about 30 warplanes, consisting flat fender plane and helicopter. On to Peter Layton, newcomer comrade at the Griffith Asia Institution. The Liaoning was designed to act as more than of a learning ship, because the new vessel is potential to be developed in actual planet missions. As of the year, the Joint State Navy fields 11 nuke-powered plane communication, more than rather than any some nationality in the planet. The USC vessel's characteristic ejection seat technique, in that opinion assigned to a vapor-powered plunger or an magnetic railing, gets plane up to flying rate as they keep the sun deck. Plane startup by catapults can get on board and in more quantities of gas and munition, giver them an benefit above China planes, that trust on their own force while lift off of the Liaoning's skid jump. Yet more than sea testing necessary one day and plane transporter passes its sea testing, how doesn't indicate he's prepared for fight. Though the kind 0010NE has effectively leftward the vessel courtyard, lot of problems can, and largest potential will, occur. In the joint state, the USS Gerald R. Wade, the U.S. Navy's latest transporter and the largest costly naval ship always constructed at $13 trillion, has an army of problems. The Wade was authorized in the Navy in July 2017, yet, a January 2018 paper of the Pentagon's Operative Testing and Assessment Office Space says the 100,000-ton naval ship is tortured in twists in crucial system, consisting its catapults how start planes, the breathtaking pinion that catches them on disembarkation, and its radar gun. Such deficiencies do the vessel more than sensitive to assault, or build limitations for usual operative, the paper told. Some problems are more than worldly, but sure fair how lot things include to be ironed out in a new naval ship. The testing office space paper says the Wade is anticipated to be brief of spaces for its team to sleeping. Next of the China Navy. China may yet be a length way of representing a world problem to the U.S. Navy, but as a provincial force its war program is driving quick. By compare, the busy U.S. Navy now sits at about 272 sea vessels, he told. This U.S. Navy and the ability for the U.S. Navy will yet be excellent to the China Navy in 10 years, but the amount of the China Navy will be greater and they'll include close the gap in technique and learning, Ross told. Yet, the major attention of the PLA Navy in the close next is anticipated to be dominant the water about the China continent, consisting the southward China Ocean. China is strengthening islands in the area in means how could Army warplane creation which several experts include named unsinkable plane communication. Compared to the otherwise of the Asia area, Ross told, just Japan can now equivalent the China Navy and though later they perhaps just had on 5 year up they too would be outnumbered.